Study shows that quitting a job that you hate can be more beneficial to your mental health than smoking. Harvard study shows. Let's talk about it. So, I know we all quit a job before in our life. Me personally, I remember I used to about 7 years ago when I was like 19, 20. I used to work at the airport. All right, and for me, that airport job was like, especially around that time in my life, I was so young. I ain't had no responsibilities. I ain't had no bills. That felt like walking into hell every day. Like I felt like I was walking into hell like every single day. And then I was also like overthinking it too, because I'm like, damn, like I don't necessarily want to be working here at the airport, because at the same time, like I want to, like my goal is to do this. I want to, I was at the time investing. I want to be an entrepreneur. I'm just thinking about all the goals and plans and dreams that I have. And I'm just sitting there at the airport, and I'm like, how can this help me get to my goals? And I'm just like, nah, man. And I just remember one day I just stopped showing up. I just stopped showing. And then I remember the manager, like, months later, they called me, texting me like, hey, can you bring back the badges and all that? And I was just like, I didn't respond. You know what I'm saying? And like now that I'm like a manager and stuff, and I have people leave and don't, give back equipment, I'm so sorry if the manager ever sees this, or the airport people. I was being so immature. I should have just gave that little badge back. Y'all ain't want nothing but the badge because y'all need it, because it's part of the whatever, the safety law. Like, you don't want me to come in there and try to act like I'm an employee still when I'm not. So I already know it was for a bigger reason. But at the time, I was just so like fed up, and mentally, I just felt like quitting that job was gonna bring up my results and what I was already working on. And what I learned in that is, it really wasn't the job. It wasn't the job. It really was just, me overthinking it, and then me, demonizing the job. Because then I got into the next job, which was at Discount Tires, and I hated that one probably even more. And my manager was white, so it's like, oh, hell no. So it was just 10 times worse. I actually got fired from that job. And I remember when I got fired from that job, I was trading around that time. I was making more money in trading than I was making at the job. So I was just like, haha, you didn't even know I'm about to become a millionaire in a year. You know what I'm saying? So like, nah, it's crazy how it's really a mental thing though. Like your mind is telling you that this is the reason why you're not where you want to be. And you're placing the blame on that. So when you quit or when you leave, you feel a euphoric feeling, similar to you feel that euphoric feeling the same way you would feel that euphoric feeling when you get an award, or you get some money, or you get whatever it is. It's the same exact thing. So it makes sense why the study says that it's better for your mental health, because now you're thinking clearer, you're feeling like you can do more. Now when rent come around, or when something comes around that you gotta pay, and now you're trying to figure out how to do it without that job that was providing your main source of income, then you're gonna have a whole nother list of problems at your hands. But at least, in that moment you feel good. So yeah, I can definitely get with that. I can agree. I definitely think that some jobs are really bad for your mental health. But I don't think that quitting the job is necessarily the answer. I think that it's a multitude of things you can do, but having something that you can fall back on, or having maybe like a side business, maybe sticking a job out to a point to where you can, once you leave the job, it's not like you know what I mean? Like you're not down bad or anything like that. But those are some of my reasons as to why I believe that this study that they just came out with is 1,000% true from my experience. See you in my next video, and I'm out.